Sometimes inside of an HTML email, you will want to have a few calls to action. And primarily you're going to have one call to action, but in some cases there might be two, depending on the different paths someone would like to take. We found that having a single call to action, whether that be a link or a button, is key to having a successful email. We have built in, if you're going in to draft an email, you can go and edit it. A few options for that. The primary one is a call to action button that is big, yellow, and works in every type of email client that is out there. There's about 30 of them, and so it doesn't always make sense. A lot of people will use images to create a button that basically says, view more or RSVP now. This allows this button within the toolbar here, you to create a button and dynamically change the label to whatever the context is for this email itself. So let's imagine that we're sending out an email for this event, Science Under the Dome. We're going to copy the URL to the actual RSVP. We are going to go in to edit our email. We'll find a spot in the email. Let's put this on its own line. We're going to click this RSVP button here. We'll put in the URL, and then we're going to put RSVP now. Now as the label. We can choose if you want this button to be centered or not. Right now we're not going to make it centered, so that way it's just kind of in line with the rest of the copy and somebody's eyes just scan down the email and see this big yellow button. So this button does create a whole lot of email or HTML on the back end here. That's something that is very specific to allowing for these rounded corners and this gradient, and allows for this button to really look like a button in as many email clients as possible without you having to create an image, upload it someplace, embed it inside of this email. And it's just the most fluid way for you to allow for a call to action within the context of an email and have it work every single time. And we're going to hit Save Draft, where then we can preview this email and see our button itself. We can even test it in a new tab here to make sure that it does work. And that's how you would add a call to action button to an HTML email.